Warning, the following show contains conservative posturing, radical Christian ideas, and may offend pagans, Wiccans, Islamic fundamentalists, and other unenlightened individuals. Callers and guests may be subjected to brash and offensive comments by the hosts and any other type of bullying tactics available. But that's okay. We know why you're here.
This concludes this test of the emergency broadcast system.
Tonight is Monday, November 16th, 2009.
Hello one, hello all. This is Jay Scott.
This is the Gomez. No, this is Trent Lackey.
I don't think they'll buy that. Trent is unable to join us tonight.
They stuck on the highway again?
No. He's got scholarly things to do.
Scholarly?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, he was too lazy. He didn't get his paper done in time, so I think it's due tomorrow.
I didn't realize he had the literacy thing down.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Most
okay.
people don't. It's surprising. They're like,
okay.
They see this large man that's kind of primitive in nature.
He speaks Russian though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
But so he can't join us tonight. But that's okay. That doesn't stop us from doing crazy and wild things that we normally do. That's what it's about here.
Absolutely.
That's what we do.
This is your host, the Gomez, with your co-host Jay Scott.
I don't think so. Doesn't work that way. Anyway, but it's definitely we're missing out by not having the T-Dog here. He's he says some crazy things. That's okay. That's why we have
some
to go.
Some of them are in Russian. That's what he said.
Because he's going to say some crazy things. I'm waiting on it. Hook me up with crazy.
Crazy?
Yes.
The Bruzhnik.
The Bruzhnik?
Yeah. Well,
It's the only word he knows in Russian.
that
What does that mean?
I.
Or can you say it on the radio?
I guess.
You guess.
Actually, I just kind of made it up. I think I saw it at, like, Hunt for Red October or something.
The Hunt for Red October.
Hold on, let me call Trent. He's not too busy learning the alphabet.
Oh me. Anyway, yes. So, where was I? Anyway, tonight we're going to talk about 2012 a little bit, and
Good year.
Good year. It's not here yet, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
2012, and so in a book called Skulls of Salvation, which is a book about the Mayan Doomsday prophecy and the crystal skulls of Belize. It came out in October, and it should be the movie 2012 that's out now. Maybe we can get an idea of what what's going on with that.
Haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either. I've been planning on seeing the film.
That's going to be helpful, isn't it?
It is, but you've seen the previews, man. That's all you need.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
it's an action film.
Yeah.
If you see the previews, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's the best 60 seconds of the movie. Always is.
That's right. It is.
Right.
They do that on purpose to get you in.
Really?
They want to get you in there. That's local.
Yep.
I didn't realize that. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. But anyway, so we'll have some fun tonight, and I'm hoping I'm going to pronounce our guest's name correctly. Linnea Lee, I believe that's it. So I probably slaughtered it, and she'll correct me when we get her on. But anyway, that's what's upcoming. Yes.
Very nice.
So
Very nice. Along with the year 2012, that's also
upcoming.
I've just been informed of that.
Have you seen that movie Paranormal Activity?
I haven't.
Do you know what it's about? Because I haven't even looked. I just see it's playing.
Well,
and I've heard it's low budget.
I don't have the TV, as you know.
Oh, that's right. But you have internet. I mean,
That's true. That's just as good now, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, what do you need a TV anymore?
that's right.
Yeah. But I mean, if I get the time, I'll punch up the preview and I'll tell you what it's all about.
Okay,
That's all you need.
that's
The
right.
best 60 seconds. Why would you watch the entire thing? We don't got that kind of time.
Well, I mean that's true. This is before she comes on, I'm going to read a little bit about this. Apparently, book 2, Skulls of Salvation, and
Fascinating. I like that title.
Skulls of Salvation.
That sounds like a great metal band. Ladies and gentlemen,
Skulls of Salvation, yes. Anyway, though, basically, it's a really, really
damn
sad...
shame we don't have sound effects in here. I guess
Yeah, we used to, but I need to reprogram the board. Yeah, but you know, she her bio is really, really kind of depressing. A lot of just bad things happened to her growing up.
Well, what kind of way? Well, I mean, don't you know? Don't you know?
No, I
Don't
mean,
hit me
this-
with anything too personal.
Well, no, I mean this is all part of her bio, you know, that comes with a press kit. But it says basically that she was born to a Navy father and school teacher mother who homeschooled her. When she was 9, her mother died from a massive stroke. Because her father was rarely home, her grandmother, a professed black witch, gained custody. And when she was 14, her grandmother abandoned her. She landed in foster care, where she had 4 sets of foster parents within a year. At 15, she went to boarding school on the dad's GI Bill. Graduated her junior year, after which she drifted, living with various people, but without a family or a home. At 18, she married, suffered 3 miscarriages, and divorced by 19. She began working in management for convenience stores and restaurant chains. She remarried at 30, had a stillborn daughter the following year. 5 years later, her husband left her for a 17-year-old. She filed bankruptcy. 1 month later, suffered a massive stroke, after which she spent 7 months in a hospital and remains in a wheelchair today. For the next 2 years, she underwent intensive physical therapy, but would never walk again.
Well, she wrote the 2012 book. Is that?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just amazing.
And you thought things couldn't get worse.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's just amazing that she's all this just bad stuff has happened.
Well, what's
to her.
amazing that she
And she had write the story.
Yeah, you know, she had the had the perseverance to put together something like this book. You know.
Yeah, definitely. And we're getting the word from James that there's no answer on the line. Okay, this is not good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, make sure you write the number down right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, we can try her again a little later, but anyway, we can talk a little bit about the book. But anyway, I just
hopefully nothing bad has happened since the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I'm hoping not. But it says she wrote this book basically, typed it with one hand because of her disabilities.
Oh, jeez.
And she gives credit to the grace of God, which has helped her overcome immense adversity, and she claims she won't quit until she hits a bestseller list. That's really cool.
Well, that's great. You know, I mean, you know, that's uplifting, though. You know?
It is.
You really have to hand it to somebody that has that kind of, you know, that kind of drive. You know.
Sure. This is the second book in a 5-part series called Of Atlantis, which was the first book in a series of the same name. So, but I'm going to have to treat her bad when she does come on the show.
So you read out. You read out the bio. No, that's not enough. 2012's coming. Nope.
No, I'm going to treat her bad. No,
yeah, you gotta treat her. Dear God, please help me persevere. And now here comes Jay Scott.
And the reason I said is I'm wondering which God she's talking about. Here we've got this excerpt from the book here where it talks about, let's see here. In reality, the star that exploded was the historical star of Bethlehem. I know it because I lived through it. Through all these years, I have many identities. At one time, I was known as Joseph of Arimathea. It was I who put the son of the Supreme Being in my family tomb. It was I that helped Mary Magdalene escape to France. You know, this is just some...
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's
But it's kind of basically putting Christ and a lot of these other, from what I've read, it seems, and some of these other ancient Mayan entities into the same person. So I think it's kind of... Yeah.
That's interesting.
So, you know...
So this book is by Steven Spielberg?
No.
Okay.
And it talks about, you know, global warming here.
Okay.
This phenomenon well known throughout
I can
the
buy
earth.
that. I can buy
See,
it.
I don't buy global warming.
You don't buy global
warming? I don't,
warming?
no. It's cyclical.
It's cyclical.
It is cyclical, yeah.
It happened once before, it'll happen again.
Yeah. Kind of like global cooling, you know.
Global cooling.
Yeah, it happened in the 40s.
No, I want.
That's what we're doing.
No, I want
atmospheric warming and global cooling.
Yeah.
I want some more details on this. Give me some.
Well, what I'm saying is, back in the 40s, National Geographic did this article saying that the Earth was going under global cooling, and they were afraid that the next ice age was coming, and you know, oh my God, it was just a big thing. They've never attributed it to carbon before, but the only reason they're attributing it to carbon now is because of the Democrats.
That and we have pencils.
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, it's like, oh, it's CO2, it's bad. CO2 is actually not bad. Plants tend to like it. And so yeah, so you know, I mean, it doesn't take a genius here to figure this out. But, you know, I find that the media tends to overplay
science lesson, CO2 isn't bad.
CO2, good for you, you know. So
didn't they have that problem on, what was it, Apollo 13, too much CO2? I mean, obviously they have it on, you know, submarines, spaceships, anytime you have too much CO2 in the atmosphere. You know, they have scrubbers to readjust the balance, etc.
I don't know.
They have carbon filters, actually.
Carbon filters? Oh, is that what it is? Okay. You don't know?
They have carbon filters for
Did you explain to them they were going through global cooling? That's what I would have done.
No.
No. Okay.
Process of clean air.
Oh, no, but, you know, the fact of the matter is that the scientists aren't all in agreement that that's what's happening.
Sure. Well,
you know, the Earth may be warming, but, you know, you have to understand that, you know, it's a cyclical thing. It goes through warming and cooling periods, and basically them attributing it to human beings and to our pollution is probably not a very fair call.
okay.
I mean, in my opinion, the only reason global warming is out there and been proposed is because A, it makes people feel good about themselves because they can say, my carbon footprint is small. B, it makes them look at these evil corporations and say, your carbon footprint is bad, shame on you. And what it does is it then allows the government to step in and with fear, coercion, control the interest of their friends, the Democrats, who've lined their pockets years ago with all these great carbon footprint emissions killers and all this green technology that really doesn't make a difference.
The green technology doesn't make a difference.
No.
No?
Well, it may. I mean, as far as, you know, there's less pollution or less pollutants, but I don't, that's not what's, my opinion, as well as a lot of opinions of other scientists that the mainstream media doesn't cover, is that, you know, that this is not something that's caused by us.
Well, why do you think that happened? Why do I mean, you know, if you, it's legit, you know, there's definitely, you know, scientific discourse that goes both ways. And why do you think that happens? What's the deal with the underreporting of that perspective?
Well, it's the same way with the underreporting of a lot of things. You know, look at the healthcare bill, for instance.
I didn't realize the healthcare bill was cyclical.
No, it's not cyclical.
Okay.
But what I'm just talking about, you know, you seem to get a lot of one-sided.
What is the footprint on the healthcare bill?
You seem to get a lot of one-sided reporting on it. That's what I'm saying.
Which side?
It's always the left.
It's always the left?
Always the left.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the left foot's bigger than the... I got it.
Exactly.
I got it now.
Left foot's bigger than the right one.
Right.
Yep.
Right. I got it.
It's more famous than the right foot.
Right. It did, very much so. It's a good foot to have. I highly recommend it. Go get yourself a pencil. And
but it just, and besides, a lot of the machines that are used at different sample sites to collect this raw data, as far as temperature wise, aren't put in environments that would be conducive to gaining truthful empirical data. You know, like they would set one out in you know, near a building in concrete where you're going to have a lot more heat than you would have in another area that's similarly situated. You follow me?
Yeah.
So a lot of the recording devices they're using are kind of put in places
there's some sort of sampling errors there.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, that's true with a lot of things, but I'm just throwing that out there. As Trent would say, I'm, you know, how's he say it, laying it down and chopping it up? What's the phrase?
I don't know. I don't listen to this show.
I know. You just kind of zone out when you're here, and that's just it. Yeah, but you know,
I hear a Wookiee from time to time. That's about it. That's all I get. Someone says punch it, and then a chair gets thrown across the floor.
Boom, boom. Don't feed him after midnight. But you know, I don't know. It's just it's one of them things, man. You know.
Okay, yeah, man. You know, global warming, the whole cyclical. You know, what do you think the 2012 is going to have as an effect on the global warming cyclical? I mean, do you think that the liberals in 2012 will be right? Well, I mean, let me hold on. Let me express myself here. You know, if you know, you've got 2012, you've got the carbon pencil footprint, and then you've got the I mean, isn't it possible that the 2012 will readjust the whole thing? I mean, then maybe the liberals will end up being right. I mean, they've been placing all their stuff inside of bunkers and microwaves and whatever, so they've got some bad readings. But with 2012, maybe they'll prove that they're right. And what do you think?
Yeah, and maybe no.
Okay.
Here's the deal. 2012. Me and James here we're talking about it. Mr. J.D. Clements. And we're of the opinion that they just gave up.
What, the Mayans?
Yeah, the Mayans.
Oh, okay.
It's like, Frank, dude. It's we're up to 2012 now.
Well, you gotta
I haven't seen my village in years. I'd like to go back home, before I die.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to adjust for that,
And I'm tired.
And then of course you've got your token scribe out there who's working on stone. They're like, man, we don't want to dig up any of this. There's a carbon dater down here. I mean, you don't know what's going on.
They're like, global warming is going to get us eventually anyway. If the next ice age doesn't, so.
Absolutely.
And my thing also is that God's not going to give us a time period when the world's going to end.
Exactly. This doesn't come from God. It comes from a bunch of Mayans. Little ancient Mayans with their sacrifices and all their other little, yeah.
Yes.
Their little loincloths and
loincloths. Yes. Damn you and your loincloths.
And they're I'll think of something more insulting in a minute. Hang on.
All right. I'll give you some time.
Yeah, give me some rope. The loincloths and the uncivilized.
I don't want to. Well, here's the thing, Jay Scott. I don't want to drive away the Mayan audience. So maybe we could.
I'm not talking about modern Mayans. I'm talking about ancient Mayans.
I don't want to drive away the Mayan. They're a big fan collective of our show.
They probably are.
Yeah, we had a.
They're listening tonight, cursing me.
Absolutely. I mean, we had that convention at Chichalon, and we didn't get too many people that showed up. But it's a big hill to climb.
It
really,
is. It's tough to get there.
Yeah.
I'm a big man.
Right.
Trent's an even bigger man. It's a tough hill to climb, especially when I'm on his shoulders. Piggyback ride to the top. Come on, Trent, you can do it.
I could just see them. They're just saying.
Oh, don't worry, you're carrying D this year.
I could just see them. It's just, who is this? When does Jay Scott get here with the Wookiee Man?
I'm waiting for when they install the escalators.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they didn't get that far. They gave up.
I think it's
loincloths. We're stopping there.
Why not? They had escalators in the Flintstones.
Yeah.
Powered by the dinosaur.
The Flintstones.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's
historical fact.
Right. No, that's a very, very, very good counterpoint.
Yeah.
I find that cartoons tend to be cyclical myself.
Cyclical cartoons.
Many scientists are, of course.
Many scientists.
They agree and disagree on this fact about the actual existence of the Flintstones.
Yeah.
And
they shouldn't. They should embrace the Flintstones and all their technology. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of somebody else.
Who are you embracing?
The technology of the Flintstones.
Oh, right.
Yes.
The foot pedal cars.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, man, you didn't have to change the rotors. You didn't have to change the calipers. You didn't have to change the brake pads.
Didn't need
Right.
gas.
You didn't need gas.
Didn't need gas.
So then, no carbon.
No.
There's
no car.
Just real footprints in the ground.
I really feel like we've made a breakthrough here.
We have, and we need to teach the world.
I mean, I'm saying is if we're going to move from full combustion to hybrid to electric to we might as well get the foot car.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. Foot car
I feel
for
like
everyone.
that is the most logical sliding step thing to do.
May take you a little longer to get to work, but
Anyway. We're going to take a short break and try to regain our minds. You're listening to World of the Unexplained, and I'm telling you, it's some crazy
go
unexplained stuff
this,
tonight.
Before any of you get any good
yeah,
ideas.
we've got to run. So hang tight. We'll be back in a few.
And welcome back to World of Unexplained. We have currently lost Jay Scott.
Little medical exigent circumstance. He's not breathing right now in the studio. You'll be all right. Hang in there. And
we called the cops. I mean, the paramedics.
Right. The paramedics. And we're hoping that he regain. What has he got? Like 7 minutes? Is that
7 to 8 minutes? Yeah.
7 to 8 minutes before.
I don't know. He's turning blue now. Maybe even less.
Oh, okay. Well, what happens with that? I mean, you get brain damage, right?
Yeah, Dane Brimage.
Exactly. I mean, not that we could tell, but we're hoping it doesn't get to that point. And so there are no hosts to this show right now.
Yes, it's just D and the Gomez.
It's D, Clinton, and the Gomez.
Unfortunately, our guest that we were scheduled for the show, something has come up and we weren't able to get in contact with her, so we are going to reschedule another day.
2012
and hopefully
came
we'll be able
early.
To, yes, hopefully we'll be able to discuss 2012 then.
It came early. I think that's really what's happened here. You'll be all right. Just move your chest. Anyway, yeah, and so
that's not now is when we need Trent.
I
he can jump up and down on Scott.
I would like to, I've been meaning to bring this up for a while, and since Jay Scott and Trent Lackey are not here, I wanted to, if I could, and you can stop me if it's not okay. I wanted to present a theory of my own.
Sure, go for it.
If I could,
go for it.
I tend to find that every time that Scott has some sort of medical emergency, and we have to run him to the hospital, like, I know this is a weekly thing, but, Trent's never here.
True.
And I really feel like that, Trent is really behind a number of the things that we experience here. And and
he's the little man behind the curtain.
It is. He is not little, but those curtains are pretty big, but
draperies.
Right, exactly. They're bed sheets, really. They're tacked on there. And I guess I feel like there's a real motivating force behind it, and I want to bring that out. I really think that he's behind these. There's no guest, there's no host, and I think Trent Lackey is to blame. And in fact, I think that in a cyclical sense, that global warming is sort of following that path, and there's a real motivation behind it. And I know crop circles tie in here somewhere, but I really think Trent's a saboteur.
A saboteur.
Is that the right way to say that?
Yes, that is the right way to say.
Okay, I got the literacy problem. So
that's all right. So do I.
Right.
So we're perfect for each other. Then.
Absolutely.
It's a shame the air conditioner's not working in the studio either.
Is it?
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what I think about that?
Trent
Lackey.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
There's a reason why this all happens, There's always a reason. It's cyclical.
If you guys want to discuss anything, any topics, whatever, it doesn't
Present
matter.
your own theory.
Yes. Lines are open. Give us a call at 1-877-722-7382 or locally 336-996-1596.
And if you call us up and you want to say something stupid, we probably won't put you on the air. So that's an incentive.
Well, I don't know. It depends on.
Well, no, we've had our fair share of. Let's not get dirty just yet. We've had our fair share of various perspectives.
Oh, yeah.
I think is a good neutral way to put that.
Had some colorful.
Color. That's a good one.
Such a colorful language proposed.
Language. Oh, okay.
Upon some of the guests here.
Right.
Call in.
I like the color though. The color is really good. The colorful perspectives. Whole sort of we got a rainbow thing going on. And
How so? What do you mean by the rainbow?
What? You brought up the colors, dude. Well, you never seen the cover of Dark Side of the Moon? Come on.
Isn't that just from a prism, though?
What is that? What did you do? What, you discounted because? So these are from a prison. I'm sorry. These colors are. These are substandard. This is
white light.
We here at the Spectratorium call this substandard red. It happens when you post a carbon dater in a concrete building, or.
You're stuck on that carbon dater.
I like the carbon dater. I'm a big fan of the footprints too.
You know, my thing is here's my one thing that I think is so funny as far as like when you get into carbon dating and stuff like that, especially like in Egypt where a lot of things were some of the materials that they used were sand. You can't carbon date
There's a lot of that.
because sand is already millions of years old.
That's interesting.
So how you could feasibly construct something out of the sand and then have it carbon dated. And then it would look, as far as carbon dating would go, that it's older.
Oh, I see what you're saying here.
So sometimes I think carbon dating is a little wonky.
So the sand is millions of years old.
Yeah, the sand's million-year old. So how do we know that some of the structures that have built there? I know some of them are already old.
I got a question. What about the sand dating?
Sand dating?
Do we do that?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. It's millions of years old. This sand, and it's got footprints, and it's caused by Trent Lackey and his carbon pencils.
Carbon pencils
in the substandard color scheme. Not
by the prism.
By the prism, which D discounts. I think it's legit. I think that the prism is legit. I feel like that's a good source of color. It's authentic. It's very efficient, and a whole bunch of other adjective like words.
You know what? Where are all our people at?
Well, Scott's dying. So that's one.
Well, hey, that just means we get to take over the show. No. So now it won't be Trent Lackey.
Let's change the show.
Jay
Let's do it right
Scott.
now. Let's do it right now.
It'll be the DN the Gomez.
DN the Gomez. You've seen it today. Anyone who's listening out there, this is what's happened. There's been a hostile takeover.
That's right.
We basically
the technicians are taking over.
The technicians are taking over. There's no one else in the studio except for Scott. Who what does he got? Like 2 minutes left?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. And anyway, so it's great. Let's rename the show right here, right now. D, you've got it.
Oh, as far as the names?
Yeah. Give us a name.
I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. De Gomez? No.
No. What? Come on, dude. You were knocking the prism like 5 minutes ago. Come on, man.
I don't know. So your name is just great. It could just be Gomez.
That is my name. Yes. No. But
I'm talking about for the show.
A show called Gomez?
Yeah. It's just Gomez.
You're right. Mondays from 8 to 10. Just
Gomez.
You can't get any better than that.
See?
Welcome to the Just Gomez Show with your host, Just Gomez. And tonight we're going to be talking about carbon dating, pencils, prisms, dark side of the moon, and why Scott only has 30 seconds to live.
Should he really be turning that shade of purple?
No, I think that's very natural, and I know that we tossed this idea around a few times tonight, but I feel like it's cyclical. I mean, right now he's going through a lot of what I like to call the J. Scott cooling. No, dude, I've checked it out, man. Now I've got the carbon dater in the right place, and he's definitely getting colder now, and I feel like that's fine, because it's cyclical, and he'll warm up eventually. And hopefully we won't have that 2012 J. Scott dies thing happen to us on our new show, The Gomez.
The Gomez.
We're just so damn creative, aren't we?
That's right.
Right. Hey, what's the show gonna be? Pick a name. Let's make it my name.
My name wouldn't work very well, though.
Well, your name's a little substandard.
Exactly.
Right. It's like it came out of a prison on an album cover. It just, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, let's be... Look. No, we've just had our little workers' revolution here. And I feel like that, you know, we really need to kick things off with some honesty.
That's why we should play music. We should just crank up music, just play some music, sit back, hit our pipes, watch the prisms.
That's a terrible idea. My God. All right. Okay. Well. All right. D, you're second in command. I'm the chairman now.
Oh,
right.
Chairman Mao.
Yeah. Oh well, no, he's got a hair problem, but no, that's some substandard hair there. You know, and I sometimes think that's really where you get your sort of communist kind of socialist ideology. I mean, you're always seeing it from guys with hair, you know, not so great. And I'm thinking, you know, maybe
either that or they have really bad birthmarks.
Oh yeah, that's true. Birthmarks, big 2012 thing. Birthmarks.
And the Mayans. It's all the Mayans' fault, but actually, it's really Trent's fault.
That's what I've been saying this whole time. You know, sometimes I feel like people don't listen to me, and it is Trent's fault. I mean, it ties in perfectly. You know, it's just who's doing the crop circles? Trent. You know, who's helping him out? Chairman Mao. You know, I mean, I really feel like I don't understand why people don't listen to me.
Maybe I know what it is. It's Trent has found the secret for cloning. That's what it is.
Secret for cloning.
That's why there's so many strange things happening at one time.
Wait a minute. I thought we did that. Wasn't there a goat or a cat or a?
I know, but see, Trent's the first human subject, and they just started making multiples of Trents. That's why he can be here and still mess up stuff at the same time.
It sounds very metaphysical. It does.
I don't know. It's getting above my head.
You're the one who suggested it. It's all yours. What's going on? It's way above my head, but there's two Trents.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Which one is the Wookiee? Can you genetically redo that?
I don't know. Can you? I don't know. Is that something that's inherent?
That's a great question. Nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
Where's it? I mean, you know, I imagine that Wookiees have got to kind of have something like that going on, you know? I mean, I feel like they kind of had to evolve a little bit. They kind of had to, you know, they got the whole sash thing going on. They probably weren't born with that, you know?
No. Sorry, I got distracted.
Oh, no, that's fine.
I'm looking at
there are no rules anymore.
You said Star Trek. I mean, you're talking about Star Wars and stuff. And
oh, that's true.
There's this cat named Yoda.
Yeah.
And he has 4 ears.
Wait.
I'm not kidding. He has 2 sets of ears.
Well, that's killer. You know, for a cat to have more than like 2 ears, that's like, you know.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's from Chicago. That explains it all. The cat lives in Chicago, Illinois.
Well,
shame. It's from all that deep dish pizza.
Trent been to Chicago lately, or he's probably there now? You know, we don't know. But I really think I honestly feel like there's some, you know, it's a really good time for us to celebrate. I mean, I really think Scott's kicked it now. And Trent probably died a long time ago and's got his clone to replace him or something.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what's happened.
Yeah, that's what well, I've been telling you the crop circles,
That's
man.
why he's not here.
Look,
he's making another clone.
Listen. All right. I mean, I'm just going to lay this out there, okay? I got a whole set of prophecies back at my house. And so anything you say, like, boom. You know what I mean? Just go ahead.
Go for it?
Boom.
Oh.
Go ahead. Try again.
Let's see. There is that one.
Boom. Boom.
Wow.
There you go. Yeah.
Man, you should publish them.
I should publish them. I'll make some money out of it, and then I'll distribute it because I'm Chairman Mao. And
no, you're the Gomez.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
This is the Gomez Show.
I guess anytime you have a revolution, I guess you have to be a communist. Is that the rule now? Is that what we're all doing?
So. I think that's how that works.
I think it is. I think that's the thing. You know, if you're gonna be a revolutionary, you're a pre. Well, I guess we shouldn't restrict it. You're a pre sort of fringe ideologist person thing. You're one of those substandard prison colors off the dark side cover.
Dark side? Mm-hmm.
Right. which is honestly like the greatest cover of all time.
No, actually,
from the greatest band of all time.
I personally like the one with the four ladies. Personally, of all the different album covers, for the album cover.
Okay. Well, yeah, I like the Prism. I like the band, to be honest with you.
It's a good band.
It is a good band. Jay Scott doesn't like that band.
Can you really call it a band though? Because it's just one guy.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Dude, are there more clones in here that I didn't know about? You know.
Anyway, if anybody has any questions,
yeah, it's just one guy. Pink Floyd, one guy.
Exactly,
his first name is
one guy.
Yeah, his first name is
Pink.
Right, exactly. And yeah, which one is Pink? And
Floyd.
Right, absolutely. That makes perfect sense. I think we've made some.
Is that as one? Is maybe Pink's the piano?
What?
I don't know. I'm just making up stuff, man.
Yeah, no, I know you are.
Anybody else wants to jump in on this riveting topic?
Someone
give us a call at
somewhere.
1-877-722-7382 or 1-877-SCARE-U2. Like the band U2.
It really does spell that, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
That's an amazing coincidence.
Or locally, 336-996-1596.
Anyway, we love Pink Floyd, especially the one guy that runs the whole show. And
Floyd.
Yes, Floyd.
With his brother Pink.
We're a big fan of the album art design from Dark Side, despite the fact that it's got some substandard colors emanating from it.
That's right.
And
due to the prism.
Right. And we've done a lot of research here at WOTU, and we
had the carbon dater out.
Absolutely, placed in a microwave. We know what's going on, and we've got we've done a lot of research here, and that's all we're going to say. Research, and
right.
many scientists, of course, they disagree with each other, but
But that's okay because that's what science is all about.
Absolutely, let's not agree. That's science.
And Wikipedia is a true source.
It is a true. That's what I was saying. I mean, if you want to know something, get on Wikipedia.
Wiki, it's got it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just like, how can you beat it? It's free. It's right there. Jay Scott doesn't like it. I feel like that's an incentive.
It doesn't matter now. I mean, since we took over.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Now it's funny, after Revolution, I wonder if they ever kind of missed, having the other guys around. You ever think about that? Sort of like the psychology of it.
I don't know.
Just be like,
Maybe.
dude, I wish there were some capitalists here, because seriously, I mean, you got to imagine that once something is successful like that, they're all just kind of like, dude, we got nobody to pick on.
Yeah, but
I like being oppressed.
You know what? Get back to work, you serf.
What is there, a feudal system now? Dude, we got to work on this, Got to get your body double in here or whatever it is that you invented. But
it's all Trent.
It is Trent.
He's the one who's actually oppressing us.
I feel horribly
oppressed.
Yeah, thank you. I do, and that's and I really feel like that my attitude right now is indicative of that larger historical phenomenon that we looked up on Wikipedia.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
good. But that's why we brought out the carbon dater.
Right. Well, dude, you got to have a carbon dater.
That way we can.
No.
Wait.
No, I got it, dude. I got it. No, let's get the carbon dater out, right, with the microwave, and we'll get we'll throw in some cyclical terms, right? We'll get some scientists on both sides, and then we'll have them disagree with each other, and you know what I'm saying?
Man.
And if that doesn't work, we're just gonna overthrow them too, dude. We're doing good.
Awesome.
We're moving up. Man, what was it, 20 minutes ago we were working the soundboard. We've done well for ourselves.
Took over the show.
I know. It's the Gomez show now.
That's right.
All you WOTU fans don't ever come back.
Sorry, it's now the Gomez show.
Boom, Gomez. That's all you need to know, I mean, of course we don't have any money, but
Yeah, wait. Who's going to pay me now?
Dude, we worked this out before the revolution.
See, that's the problem with revolutions. We overthrow it. Now who's going to pay me?
Learn, man. You're like, where's my money?
20 minutes into the new show, I want my paycheck.
Of course, this is why you got to get this is just a lesson for everybody. You got to get the right people. I mean, if you're gonna do something, you gotta drag out the right guys. Like you don't want this person helping you out. It's a substandard name from a prison, or it's got some sort of sand dating million-year-old device, or
What?
I don't know what you got. You complain about a paycheck. He's complaining about a paycheck. It's just I can't deal with this, man.
That's all right.
Chairman Mao's getting upset.
Well, Chairman Mao, we're going to take a break. How about that?
That sounds fun.
All right.
That's fun.
Guys, we'll be back in a little bit. This is The Gomez Show.
Welcome back. You are listening to The Gomez Show, formerly known as The World of the Unexplained, 2-hour block of insanity.
That's right. It's The Gomez Show.
It's a new nation.
Dong.
Absolutely.
Maybe like one of those little
We need an anthem now. That's what I'm thinking. I mean,
anthem.
yeah. Well, we've got control of the show. We need an anthem. We need a flag. We need bird. Name a bird.
Name a bird?
Yeah.
What kind of bird? The dodo?
Dodo. Boom. Dodo bird.
For The Gomez Show.
The Gomez Show with our national bird symbol, the dodo. It's unbelievable. I just think it's great. Now, we got to have a flag, too. I mean, come on. What is it going to look like? Red, blue, stars? No star. Let's go no stars.
No stars. There
no
you go.
stars. Hey, let's put one of those guns on it like they do in those other places.
What, like the AK-47?
Sure.
And the dictator's back to take over.
Well,
Yeah,
We've got
I'm
to-
on a coup.
guess Franco's here, and he's it looks like our revolution is dwindling.
I leave and I get phone calls. Never a good thing.
Is being, I guess we're quelled.
I guess we were.
Is
The
that the right-
revolution is quelled.
The revolution has been quelled. Dude, we even had a bird. Were you here for we had a bird?
I heard about the bird.
Oh, you did? You heard the bird?
I've heard the word.
Right on.
The word is the bird.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Dodo. Well, what are you laughing at, man? It's a symbol of a proud nation.
I hear you. Oh man.
See, there we go. No, use the guaranteed.
Anyway,
source.
I'm going to make a
No,
you know,
no, man, I'm not clicking on that.
in the interest of full disclosure, I want to leave this out here. I want to get it out there just so everybody can hear me.
Yeah.
Scott didn't actually have a medical problem. That was actually Gomezdic propaganda, and I just want everybody to know he's okay or he's cloned. That's what we got.
Anyway,
Long live the dodo.
sad news in the world of entertainment today. Edward Woodward passed away November 16th, 2009, which is today. So, anyway, he was the Equalizer. You remember that? It's probably too... Yeah. You don't remember it?
No, man, we just had a revolution. My mind's kind of swimming.
Do you remember...
He's too young for that.
You remember the
I do
Equalizer?
remember that.
Yeah, it was...
And he always had the weirdest guns.
He always did. He carried the gun anyway. He was the Equalizer.
Oh,
You know,
right
if
on.
you had a problem.
Was that like a wrestler or something?
No. He was
Oh,
like
okay.
he just helped people.
He's kind of like a vigilante almost, kind of.
Okay.
Carried out vigilante justice.
He did. Yeah, he would
You
help.
had a
He would
problem,
help
he could
people.
solve it.
Yeah, like I think he took out an ad in the Classified or something. Yeah. That was popular back in the day.
Well, what kind of ad are we talking about?
You know, if you need help and you don't know who to call or something, you can call him. And
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
the Equalizer. Yeah. Well, anyway, he was also in that movie, Burning Man, the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I think they were on fire in that one. Or was that
Wicker
the
Man, excuse me. That's
Oh,
what it
okay.
was. Wicker Man. Yeah, not
Oh,
Burning
that
Man.
must be the sequel then.
But apparently, it looks like he's got something. He was in a 1984 Christmas Carol. It looks like as the Ghost of Christmas Present. I don't think I recall seeing that. Let me look at that real quick. Oh no, that was him. He was the Ghost of Christmas Present in that. You're kidding me. I have this. This is one of my favorite versions. The George C. Scott 1984 made for TV movie. I actually own this on DVD. Some of the best actors in this thing. And I had no idea that he was the Ghost of Christmas Present.
Well, I think we should have a.
Who would know?
I think we should have a moment of silence.
Sure. Okay.
All
Now,
that was for the dodo, actually. But
oh my god, it was not for the dodo.
All right.
Anyway, he's got something coming out. He's been in EastEnders, it looked like, and apparently he's got something else in post production called A Congregation of Ghosts. He plays the Reverend in that, and if it's in post, that means that everything's done.
So you know who I've been seeing. This is off topic.
No, go ahead.
This is way off topic.
That's fine.
All right, you ready?
Sure.
I've been seeing a lot of Sarah Palin.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like in the last few hours.
Like in your dreams, or
In my dream. What?
I like Sarah Palin. She's an attractive lady.
If I was the chairman, man, I'll tell you what.
That's why he has to carry
ridiculous.
pictures of me around in his wallet. Pictures of Chairman Scott.
that's right.
I've been replaced.
He does have his own money. That's right.
I do have my own money. That's
He does.
correct.
He has his own form
You've
of
seen
currency.
It. You've seen it.
Yes, I've seen it. They resemble things that have value, except for they're a little different, and I'm not going to tell you how.
I should put that on the website. No, but
And the greatest thing is the picture that you chose.
yeah. He thinks I look like a dictator. In the
Yes.
picture. Yeah.
Well,
And I think he looks like Curly from.
And D thinks I look like Curly. That's when I had my head shaved. That's a very funny picture, actually.
it's the greatest. He's millions of pictures of himself, videos,
And I take that one.
and he takes. Let me shave my head and put it on a dollar bill. That's his
It's
idea.
a 50. I'm only, yeah.
But yeah, lots of Sarah Palin lately. Lots
Yeah.
of Sarah Palin.
It's because that whole thing in, what's the guy's name? Help me out.
Levi.
Levi, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has decided to pose for Playgirl magazine. And he's going to do a spread in that magazine,
Yeah,
apparently.
that's not used
What?
in the same sense. That's just nasty.
Yeah, that's what he's decided to appear naked, I guess, in Playgirl magazine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
When does that come out?
I don't know.
Hold on.
And don't you dare go to playgirl.com from any computer in this studio.
Or if you do, at least delete the history.
No. Yeah, I can just see
No,
that.
keep it on there.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, make sure you use Jay Scott's account.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all right.
Well,
Mhm.
anyway, but I did hear something about that. I did.
Yeah, and he's been talking all kinds of smack about her, and she's kind of been talking it back, and I don't know.
It just is.
Is she
I
gonna,
don't know what to say about this.
Well,
I
you
don't
know,
know what to say.
let me-
It's like fame by association, though.
Yeah, it totally is. I mean, personally, I think Sarah Palin's daughter's hot, the one that he had the kid with.
You think Sarah Palin's hot?
I think Sarah Palin's hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know why you'd
Attractive
leave.
lady.
Why would you leave that? Why would you walk out on that, man? I mean, because not only, you've got the fame associated with that, but that's going to build, man. She's going to run for something else. You got the power play going in. You could get some kind of job.
Let me answer your question.
It's like,
here.
look, Levi. It's like, hey, I'm Levi. I'm uneducated. I don't have nothing going for me. Give me a job, okay?
All right. Well, here's I'm going to take a stab at this because you did the global microwave thing. So this is my turn to be smart.
Okay.
And I honestly think what's happened is I know you're saying like association of.
Oh my God, you're on CNN.com. That's you're infecting.
D pulled that
You're
out.
infecting that computer with liberal bias. Anyway, go ahead.
Yes.
Go to a real website like Drudge Report or something. Go ahead.
Or like Fox.
Or Fox News. Exactly.
Fox News, right?
Balanced.
Naturally. All right.
Fair and
I
balanced.
know one way to solve this.
Yeah. Yahoo. There we go. All right. Now look. Don't you dare get a fail block. I don't want a virus on my computer. I can't see that from here. Oh, wiki. Oh my God. Yeah. Please don't. Why?
What? You wanted something that wasn't biased.
Yeah. I wanted something intelligent. Anyway.
Well, and now it's my turn. Why would he do association of publicity? That's a big motivator. You know what I think?
What do you think?
I believe that the only reason you could get that man in the public spotlight into that magazine that like 3 or 4 women look at every month is
And 40 or 50 gay men look at every month. Go ahead.
oh, that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
I bet that's probably most of their readership.
I don't. What?
Honestly, that really
Boom.
wouldn't surprise.
Boom,
There you go.
Wikipedia.
Go to Wiki. There we go. We've got to use it for something.
He's okay with that now.
Yeah, we got to use it for
Get
something,
the
right?
Wiki up quick.
But statistically, though, I bet more homosexual men look at or subscribe to and buy Playgirl magazine than women.
I'm not even going to comment.
Because men are creatures of vision. What kind of gift did you get with that, Dave?
Well, I got this keychain.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to
It
know.
lights up in the dark. It shows
I
me,
bet it does.
It shows me which way to go. Anyway, but there's two.
Funniest looking flashlight I've ever seen.
I like it. It's good. It's good. I recommend it.
All right.
Anyway, well, back to me being smart.
Yeah.
There's two reasons why I think that happens. Like, in all honesty.
Okay.
How can you get that person up there to even remotely think about being in Playgirl magazine? I know exactly what the answer is.
Okay.
You want to take a stab at it?
No.
No. All right. I think he was paid off.
You think he was paid off?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
By the Republicans?
No.
By Palin?
I believe that the real culprit here is probably Trent Lackey. And I believe...
Dun, 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 dun.
And I believe...
Trent just wanted to see him naked.
Absolutely. Well, that and the keychain, man. But the real, and you're probably wondering now. Trent is not going to be able to pay off somebody in the public spotlight, and I'm going to tell you how he did it.
Okay.
Chairman Scott dollars.
It could be.
Boom!
Could be.
Right there, shaved head.
Yep.
Get
Links
in the magazine.
all back
That's
to
what
me.
it is.
Follow the money.
Absolutely.
That's where it takes
follow the money.
That's where it takes you. Anyway, I had something on my mind, and now I don't because, yeah.
You're still thinking about the keychain, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Yep.
I think he's thinking about the layout in the magazine.
That's what it is. Yeah. The gayness running wild.
Good thing you got all those offsets.
Yeah, exactly. Homosexual offsets. It's like carbon offsets.
Yeah, I can just see her kicking. Sarah Palin kicks down the door, and there is a big briefcase. It's opened up, and it's a keychain and a whole bunch of Scott dollars.
Who's this guy that looks like Curly? Cross between Curly and Chairman Mao. I mean, Chairman, no, not Chairman Mao. What's his name?
The latest
Kim
story,
Jong-il.
story on CNN is it's got the whole Playboy girl whatever thing, and it's been funded by, of course, the Republican.
Anyway, no, I know what I was going to say. Former Sheriff Gerald K. Heggie of the Davidson County, North Carolina, is announced that he's going to run for sheriff. And for those of you that don't know who he is, he did have a television show live from Cell Block F on Court TV years ago. He starts it out, the music's playing, his line comes in, which is, "I love the smell of handcuffs in the morning." And then it goes to different shots of him with the gun, the handcuffs, the stick, him in his sunglasses with his mustache standing there. Keychain. And his spider car. Yeah, I didn't remember this until the other day. And I could probably pull a visual of it up, as a matter of fact. I'm going to try to do that. And you can probably wiki this, Dave, I'm sure. But if you pull this up, I'm going to use Google.
What is this? I've actually clicked on the German version of Wikipedia.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Here we go. This is just type in KATN patch in Google, and it will show you this is the patch that used to be on the Davidson County Sheriff's Department uniforms. I want you to see that. As you see, there's a spider there inside of a web. Team 101, Davidson County Sheriff at the top, and then it says K.A.T.N. And what that stood for was kicking you-know-what and taking names.
No way.
I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you.
No, I can't buy it.
No, really. It's right here. You can
Dude,
look at it.
Crop circles, fine.
No, I'm telling you.
Spirit technician, fine. 2012 prophecies from Whoever.
Fine.
That's good. Good to go. Substandard colors from Dark Side album.
Yeah.
Awesome. Whatever this is, not doing it.
Have a Wikipedia site.
Oh my gosh, Heggy's got a Wikipedia site.
Oh, somebody likes the website now. Mine's in German.
Yes, let's see here. He was elected sheriff in '94. I remember this.
No, you read it, I'll translate.
Okay. By a margin of 261 votes. One of his better-known campaign slogans was, "When I'm elected sheriff, I will wear a uniform every day and there will be no deals for anybody." After his election, all the sheriff's cars were fitted with a front license plate proclaiming "No deals" in large block letters.
That's
He took the Buford Pusser and Joe, I can't read that, Arpaio as role models.
okay.
All of his deputies wore paramilitary fatigues and combat boots. Let's see here. He reinstituted the chain gang prisoner labor. He took all television sets and books out of the jail except for the Bible. The jail was repainted in pink with weeping blue teddy bears. Prisoners also wore color-coordinated jumpsuits to identify their offense. Blue for misdemeanors, green for sex offenders. You do not want that one. And orange for felons. The jumpsuits were striped in the old-fashioned manner as opposed to the modern solid color. Heggie carried a Heckler & Koch MP5 instead of a service revolver. And he also kept the robes of 8 former Ku Klux Klan members whom he claimed he had convinced to retire. And he also claimed that mafia hitmen had a bounty on his head. And
yeah. There's a spot at the top, and it says this article needs citations for verification. Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
It means someone published it.
Yeah, exactly. He probably did it.
He probably did it.
Yeah, he probably did.
Here's my thing.
I remember this one, the Christmas card he sent out at 9/11, where he's in the desert wearing the black jumpsuit with a bloody sword and the severed head of Bin Laden with the title "Happy Ramadan." I remember that.
What is that, like a form of noodle or?
Anyway, here's the deal though. D, what were you gonna say?
No, that's my thing. Is that if he is elected, technically, by the way the law is written, he can't carry a handgun.
See, that's where I was going to ask the Gomez here, because I had heard that there was a case law out there that said that if you were the high sheriff and you were elected, then even if you were, you could be a felon, and if you were elected high sheriff, you could carry a gun. Have you done any research on this?
I've heard comments about this.
So the answer is no.
No, I've heard.
Answer the question, Mr. Gomez. Motion to strike. Anyway.
Overruled, man. We already took the radio show. We ain't gonna stop.
Does it go ahead? What were you saying?
No, I've heard a lot of people comment on that, and I think that they were attempting to get some legislative patch in there. I don't know if it's remedial or not, but what I've heard is that they're going to be able to go for it.
There's the website HeggieCountry.com. Apparently they haven't put up the C panel yet. It says great success.
Very nice.
Apache is working on your C panel. So that's where I saw that great success thing the other day and just thought about Borat. I'm like, great success. Anyway, but yeah. So, but I mean, what do you think of this guy? Let me see if I can find.
Well, I gotta have the citations.
Let me see if I can find this. But that KATN patch thing was it. But let me see if I can find this Christmas card.
I don't buy it. Crop circles, yes. Tanking names, no. Don't buy it. I don't buy it.
What's this?
Besides which, I don't see anything about it here, and this doesn't even have sites.
What are you talking? Oh, just go on Google, man. You'll find all kinds of stuff. No, I mean the stuff from news organizations. That's what I'm talking about.
Wikipedia does not carry these facts.
No. What I'm saying is you can go.
I'm sorry, Scott.
You can get on Google and it'll actually pull up news stories from different local media.
I haven't read it.
So, but I was looking for maybe I need to go to the images and see what we can find there. See if they've actually got the image of him doing the Happy Ramadan thing, because it was it was very anti-Semitic,
very hardy,
and He's a creepy dude.
Very what?
Anti-Semitic.
Oh, okay.
It was. Let's see here. Sheriff Heggie. Happy Ramadan. Let's see here.
I doubt they still have it.
I doubt that they do either. I figured someone must have scanned it. I used to have a copy of it because it was so crazy. Because the newspaper actually reprinted it. Oh well. But anyway, the whole point is, we're talking about a guy who was, elected sheriff, who pled guilty to a felony because he was stealing money, and who's now wants to run for sheriff again. How crazy is that? 877-722-7382.
I don't believe it.
What do you guys think out there? 877-SCARE-U2. Give us a call.
I don't believe it, and I'll tell you why.
You don't believe what?
I don't believe what you're telling me.
You're kidding me.
No, I don't believe it.
I spoke with the high sheriff yesterday of the county currently.
We
talked about this personally.
Hey, listen, all right, the plate says no deals, okay? No deals means no deals. So, I mean, you're wrong. I'm sorry.
Anyway, you guys can Google it, but what do you think about that?
I mean, the real culprit has always been Trent. We established that long before my
there's
rebellion
the patch.
got
There's
quelled.
the patch, Dave.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
No, I honestly have no idea. I know that there was
but you don't remember
you
don't remember the TV show that he was on?
Oh, no, I don't.
In the Spider car, they did lose. I believe they lost insurance on the Spider car because he put it out over the radio if there were any state troopers listening that he was going to be going down the road testing the Spider car out, just to let them know if they see him coming by at 140 miles an hour that's him. and they didn't like that very much, so apparently the city canceled the insurance or something on the car. I don't remember exactly what it all went to.
I honestly I don't really have any background in it. And I mean, of course, from what's publicly known about
Yeah, there was another incident of him driving up the road, firing his handgun out the window at a fleeing suspect in a car.
Fleeing felon, actually.
Yeah, fleeing felon. Yeah.
It's actually on video.
Well,
it's on video.
Wait a
video?
minute. Wait a minute.
It was on old. Was that?
Yeah, I remember it was on.
Wait a minute. Now he was firing a handgun
out the window.
Out the window
of the Spider car.
How many shots did he fire?
I don't know.
3 or 4.
3 or 4?
Yeah, as he was driving up 150 into Winston-Salem, crossing into Forsyth County.
Wait a minute. Now, I just read on Wiki that he carried an MP5. So I'm afraid that no deals.
No deals.
Sorry. 3 or 4 bullets? Nope.
3 or 5. 877-722-7382. Give us a call. Tell us what you think, oh loyal listeners. Yes. Give us a call. We will promise to put your voice all over the internet so people can play with it, dilute it, and make you say things you don't mean.
Right.
Like they do with ours.
Like I'm here voluntarily.
Yeah.
No deals.
No deals.
No deals.
But how crazy is that, man?
It's insane. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna play the skeptic. I'm gonna play the skeptic here. I don't know. I've heard something about an MP5 submachine gun, somebody firing bullets out of a car, a license plate, and some sort of special, very quick spider. And honestly, I'm just going to revert back to what it is that I said when this show was better in the last hour. And, when it was the Gomez show, and that's that if there's anything going on that's not right.
Where's what you got? What you got in there?
Go to the Davidson County.
It's Trent Lackey.
What do I do?
Does it need get on Google when you
Yeah.
do a Google search?
What do I need to type in?
Sheriff Heggie
All right.
of Davidson County.
But it is, that's my default position is that it is in fact Trent's fault.
First one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I'll let you see. Dee's found something here. Davidson County doesn't need Gerald Heggie, November 6th. Gerald Heggie tells the High Point Enterprise he's running for sheriff of Davidson County in 2010. Davidson County just got rid of him in 2004 when he pleaded guilty to obstruction of justice in an attempted cover-up of missing funds in his office. After 3 years of probation, he regained his voting rights and a right to run for office in 2007.
No deals.
Well, at least he can vote for himself. If the people of Davidson County, this is a quote, this is all from where News and Record, yeah. If the people of Davidson County are foolish enough to vote for this egomaniac again, incumbent David Grice is seeking re-election. We can look forward to a return of his embarrassing antics. The spider car, paramilitary gear, the, quote, bunker office, and wild car chases. No, I don't live in Davidson County, but Heggie is led one of those wild car chases into downtown High Point, putting the lives of people there at risk. Visiting Davidson County will become, once again, an uneasy experience. What sticks in my mind is attending a High Point Central football game at Ledford during the Heggie era. He must have had 20 deputies out there and a police dog patrolling the central side of the field. It was an obvious attempt at intimidation for obvious reasons. Central fans and students never caused any trouble at away games, and such a show of force was insulting and uncalled for there. There was a similar scene for a game at East Davidson, minus the dog. People visiting Davidson County deserve better, and so do the residents. They should not rehire Gerald Heggie. It's been pleasantly peaceful without him. That was by Doug Clark for the News and Record newspaper. Isn't that horrible?
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. A lot of misspelled words in there. Paragraph structure all wrong. No, that's a joke.
I know. That's
I
the
can't even
big
see
Greensboro newspaper
yeah.
name. Yeah, no, that would be it.
I can't. To be honest,
I know it's not on Wiki. No
right,
deals.
Right. I'm sorry. when you advance, maybe I'll look at you.
All right, listen, guys. We're going to take our last break of the night, and then we're going to be back for 30 more minutes of fun.
No deals. Just
no deals. Just
no
fun.
Deals.
Anyway, you're listening to World of the Unexplained, and it's very unexplained tonight. Give us a call, 877-722-7382. We'll be back after this. And we're back. World of the Unexplained.
The Gomez Show.
And it is an unexplained night tonight.
It's absolutely unexplained. You almost died back there.
Politics. We're cranking it out here, folks. So if you have any viewpoints or views or opposing views or anything you want to share with us, give us a call here, 877-722-7382.
Or you can email us.
Or you can email us. There we go. If you want to email us, there's a great idea. For those of you that would like to remain anonymous, just email us at worldoftheunexplained@gmail.com.
So we left. We were talking about, who was it?
Former Sheriff Heggie.
Okay. I don't know much about Davison or its...
Well, you've been there with me before.
Yeah, it is. I've been
into the
Davison.
county.
I've been into the county.
He's been in the county before.
It was a horrible mistake. We didn't put the batteries in the GPS.
Where are we? Why do these people look at me funny when we drive through here? And I don't know. It's just I grew up there. I grew up in northern Davidson County, and spent my summers here in wonderful Kernersville. So you see which one I moved back to when I was an adult.
Right,
but
right.
It's not a bad place, but it's just different. Now, not like I said, I'm not knocking it. There's some good places in Davidson County. As a matter of fact, Dee still lives in Davidson County in an undisclosed bunker location with his family.
Does that explain the boots and the gun?
It does, yeah. That's a Davidson County thing, man.
Well, that and the revolution we had. But...
we're still thinking that, World War III may be upon us one day. And speaking of World War III, let's jump back to World War II. History Channel's doing this thing, World War II in HD.
Oh, I love that stuff.
And I watched a little bit of about half of it.
They do such a great job with the
but it's in color.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, though, I thought they colorized it, but they didn't colorize it. They were actual,
really?
all the footage they showed that's in color was actually footage that they had that was taken in color.
Oh, wow.
And you see Hitler in color on some of this stuff. You see all the red, flags going up with a swastika on it. You see them going down through the, the parade of people all doing the Hail Hitler thing. It's just really creepy.
I'm a huge History Channel fan, especially when they do the World War II stuff.
I've got it on my DVR actually. When the show's over, I can show you some of it. But just the attacks on some of the ships. All this stuff you're seeing it in color.
Wow.
And they've cleaned it up as much as they can to to make it. But it looks great, and it's just. It brings chills to you to see some of the stuff.
I can imagine.
And anyway, so I'd recommend that to anybody that has the History Channel, especially if you're watching in HD, man. Good Lord. It's crazy.
I bet that's fun on your TV. Mm-hmm. Jay Scott once upon a time found this TV that was large. It fell off the back of a truck.
Yeah.
And the rest of us hauled it inside. And
yeah, the truck it fell off of was the H.H. Gregg truck. Anyway, but the point is, though, I mean, it's just brilliant stuff. And you can actually, if you don't have an HD TV or you don't have the ability to see that, you can go to historychannel.com. I know I'm plugging History Channel, but you can see it because they've got little preview clips and things like that up. And you can see some of that stuff. It is just really amazing.
When does the check get here?
Next Tuesday.
Okay.
And I don't know, if it's coming on tonight or not. I hope I didn't miss because I'm sure they're doing a series of different parts of it. And hopefully it's not every night. I'm hoping it's once a week because I didn't set up the DVR to do it, but just last night. So if it is, I'm about 46 minutes into missing it. But maybe they'll run it again later tonight. For the people on the West Coast, and I can just set it to record that one.
That's World War II, one time only in HD color.
Yep. Sorry if you missed it. Well,
yeah, right.
So.
He'll never be shown again.
Exactly.
Especially on the History Channel. They never repeat anything.
Well, yeah, right. Well, we're moving into Thanksgiving here pretty soon, guys. Next week. That's going to be fun. So we'll have our show. Are you going to be here for that show, Dave?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going home for Thanksgiving?
No.
You're not? Why don't you come and have Thanksgiving with my family then?
That sounds like an interesting.
It'll be an interesting experiment, man.
That sounds like an interesting.
There'll be about 25 people here. It'll be crazy.
25?
No, I'm kidding. It's probably around 20 actually.
Come on, man. It's just going to be you and Trent. No.
No, Trent doesn't come, but no, I'm just saying since you don't have any family up here, if you'd like to, we'll have ham, turkey, the whole 9 yards, man.
No, that's
good Southern cooking. You're a Texas boy, you know what I'm talking about here.
Absolutely.
What does the whole 9 yards actually taste like?
Well, it depends. If you go to where was it? I didn't eat the meter of sausage. I couldn't. It was something I didn't think I could do. Trent did it. We were in Salzfeld, Germany, and in 1997. And Trent ate an entire meter of sausage in this small German village. And they actually gave, if you could eat the entire meter, you see Man vs. Food and stuff like that. Well, this is back in the day, like I said, 97. If you could eat the entire meter of sausage, they would give you a certificate. Ooh. It's all in well, the funny thing is it's all in German, so we couldn't understand what it said, right. But you could see the picture of the sausage on it. I mean, God forbid what it could have said, I guess. But
we should put it in. We should type it into the computer. We'll translate it. It probably says, "Wow, you're an idiot."
This is for the Americans.
Please do not come back.
But I mean, think about a meter of sausage. That's a lot of sausage because the thing was a good 3 inches in circumference. I mean, it's a big piece of sausage. And if anybody out there,
he
ate it.
If anybody out there wants to see Trent eat this sausage,
we have it on high 8 in the archives. No,
we've got it in HD. It'll be running tonight on the History Channel. One time only. Trent eats sausage.
That's what I need to post. I need to go. When I've got some Christmas time here because things generally slow down in my practice. And I have time to do stuff, and obviously the website's going to be one of those things. I'm going to have to strap D down with a chain to this chair, and we're going to get through this podcast thing and get these things up to you guys. But one thing we should probably do is have some fun with the pages. I've got a picture of me with a Mothman. I've got a picture of me with John Edwards, he's almost as weird as the Mothman at times. I've got pictures of me in all these weird places.
Wait, I sent something.
What?
I sent something.
What's that?
Oh no, I was just doing a whole
Anyway, but I've got pictures of me with a Mothman statue in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, and stuff like that. Some of the paranormal stuff. We've got pictures of me with the guys from TAPS and D with the guys from TAPS, and stuff like that. We could put up a little picture page. But one of the things we could put on the picture page would be some of these old pictures of me and Trent in Germany, because I've got pictures of me in these leather pants, and it's great stuff, man. It's 97, dude. I was 21, baby.
Leather pants. Yeah, you signed up for that one, didn't you?
I was 21. I was a good-looking man at 21. Yeah. That long hair, man. The chicks loved it.
I have a question. I wouldn't normally ask this. but I feel like tonight's show and the now quelled revolution compels me.
Anything goes tonight, man.
Okay, well, compels me to ask.
Because we can always edit it later. The thing is, we won't though.
right. Because
by the time me and D get to this, we'll be so tired. We'll just, it's fine, I'm sure. Roll.
We'll get the website and the podcast up.
Yeah, let's just get it up. I don't care what's on there. I'm sure there wasn't any foul language from a guest because we didn't have a guest. Throw it up there. It'll be that bad. Go ahead.
Anyway, well, what was I saying?
I don't know. You said it was a weird question. I was talking about me in leather pants.
Yeah, no, what? Oh, okay. All right.
I still have those leather pants, Dave.
Yeah.
If I put them on now, one side would be here, the other would be here, because they wouldn't reach in the middle of the button anymore. This growth has come on my waist. I don't know what happened. It expanded. It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you could always
they call it a belly.
You could always cut up the pants and do like a whole chaps thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
they might fit you though.
Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. You get the chaps thing rocking, right? Mm-hmm. You might get that keychain you want. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, no, these pictures. Yeah. These pictures that you were taking.
Pictures, yes.
Right. Do any of these pictures resemble the Chairman Scott dollar pictures?
No.
No, they don't. So you actually have hair in these?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean actually? I've got hair in the... Oh, yeah, I shaved my head. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, I'm not bald by any means. Full head of hair. Yeah, no, yeah. I had long hair in all these pictures, like about down to here. Good, middle of my back. All one length, all very straight.
Okay.
All ponytailed up like a little schoolgirl.
Can we put a picture? Can we put a picture of the Scott dollar just for?
I don't know. We might because it's crazy.
I think we should.
It's crazy.
It's
crazy.
It's crazy. It was crazy.
It is
absolutely.
But
boom, Scott dollars.
Well, people are listening. I got to give you an idea of what we're talking about because no one knows. No, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna tell people what Scott dollars are.
Don't spoil it
because that'll kill the whole anonymity thing. Yeah, I don't know. Craziness. No one's emailed us. I feel really lonely. Is there anybody listening? Remember that Queensryche song? It makes you ask that question sometimes.
He's too young for that one too.
Are you really? God, I feel old.
Time to get those chaps out, brother.
I'll be 30. I'll be 34 years old next year in 2010. Can you believe that?
If you make it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, by 36, you won't have to worry because that's when the calendar ends.
Yeah, it's true. Mayan's going to come. I'll be 36. I've lived my life.
Boom. Yeah. Now, let me ask you.
You're screwed.
No, absolutely. But I'm okay with that.
But no, I mean, we know.
Here really comes the question of the night.
Sure.
2012, right? It's coming. We know it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
It is. We know it's coming, though. We know it will eventually be here, and we will eventually be with the 2012, right?
Well, maybe not. It might not. It might not come.
Well, don't sidetrack me like that.
I'm just saying. I mean, it might not. I mean, second coming of Christ, boom, 2012. Nah, not gonna happen.
Okay.
Well, I guess he still wouldn't technically.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. In the event that we get that whole thing going on.
I don't know. What do you think about that? You're a Catholic. Catholics are weird. Tell me what you think.
I believe.
Y'all believe in that whole rapture thing?
I believe that if
just answer the question. You believe in the whole rapture thing?
Are you gonna let me finish what I'm saying here?
Do Catholics believe that?
Well,
it's a yes or no answer, man.
I believe that if you have the end of the world, the second coming of Christ, D leaves the bathroom door open, whatever happens, that the real ultimate choice comes down to this.
Uh-huh.
Is it going to be loincloth or chaps? I mean, really.
Do Catholics believe in I'm just curious. You don't want to talk about your religion.
No, I don't.
That's fine. You're giving me the cut it out sign, the cut it off, stop talking personally to me.
I really forgot what...
See, you definitely hadn't been on this show long enough because I bear all here.
No, I definitely forgot what Cathol taught about all of that.
Okay. That's fair. That's a fair answer. But I don't know. I mean, I should have asked John Zaffis. He's a Roman Catholic. And we get into fights all the time about... He calls me the heretic. We get into fights all the time because I'm like, well, John, if it's in the Bible, it's true.
Right.
He's like, well, the Bible was written by men. I'm like, yeah, it's inspired word of God. well, yeah, but it's still written by men. I'm like, so you're saying the Bible does? We get in all kinds of crazy fights over what the Bible means and what the Bible says, and so we have a lot of fun with that.
That's good times.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I just didn't know. I didn't know the answer to that. I didn't know if you did.
I didn't find the chaps loincloth question in there though.
Well, I'm thinking leather if it's chaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can always go with a leather loincloth.
Leather loincloth. No, I'm thinking
more
of a leopard skin.
Wait a minute, we're not
loincloth,
doing that interpretation.
The whole
stuff.
loincloth, if it's got to be some kind of, it's got to be some kind of animal skin. So I'm thinking leopard skin, leopard print. That's always fashionable. It was fashionable in the 80s. It's fashionable today.
Absolutely, that's a good principle of fashion for anyone out there.
Leather, fashionable in the 80s, fashionable today.
Absolutely, if it's fashionable in the 80s,
it will be fashionable today. Michael Jackson glove, fashionable in the 80s. No. I'll just leave that alone.
Who? No, it's a joke.
Oh, my God. I was going to say, don't tell me you don't know what I'm talking about. When I was a kid, you remember this, D. Me and D. Wait a minute.
We had a guest who talked to Michael Jackson. Remember that?
Yeah. Me and D are the same age. Me and D are the same age, roughly. I think he's a year older than me, but roughly the same age. But you remember back in the late 80s when they came out, we were kids, but they had the Michael Jackson jackets you could buy either in red or black. And they had the glove that came with the jacket. And they sold this at the mall. I mean, this was all the kids were wearing this stuff.
Right.
And I wanted one. He's like, I didn't. Yeah, but it's cool. Thriller, it's cool stuff, dude.
No, yeah.
You're skating rink watching Thriller on the movie thing, the screen. That was cool.
Oh, man.
Wasn't that cool?
Skating rinks.
Oh, man, that was cool.
No, it's good. It's good times that I'm glad I never was there for.
You were probably like 5. You probably weren't even born. I don't know. What year were you born?
I don't remember. I just knew.
After 80.
Yeah, was it before or after 85?
I think what happened was I think what happened was that I kind of got a little shafted with the 2012 too. I got stuck right there at the end.
Well, I'm telling you, man, it's not going to happen.
Now I'm going to have to wear chaps and have a
nothing's going to happen in 2012. Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing like they think. Yeah.
Well, remember, Y2K, the world was coming to an end too. So
I find that funny.
I was on a plane when the time switched.
Did I ever share? I'm going to share this quick story if you don't mind.
I do mind.
I'm going to share it anyway.
Boom! Revolution.
I worked at Circuit City in the year 1999, the changeover to 2000, and I had a customer that came in that worked for the local power company. I'm not going to tell you which Circuit City I worked in, but it really doesn't matter. It was here in North Carolina, but he worked for a local power company. It was a mom and pop type operation. It wasn't like Duke or anything, but still big. If you own a power company, you're doing something right. So anyway, but they ran the power, and he was there with his supervisor and a couple other employees that night. They didn't get to have a good New Year's. What happened to my headset? There we go. They didn't have to have a good New Year's because, the fact was they were there. They were stuck there waiting for the ball to drop at midnight because they didn't know what was going to happen. And they weren't the only ones. I'm sure if you look around, guys from all over the country, were stuck at these power stations because no one was sure with the computer thing. Everybody's freaking out about it. So at midnight, what they did, they played a practical joke on this guy. What they did is they had the TV was plugged into a light socket that you could flip the switch to turn everything off on, and it controlled the light and the television. So what they did is they had turned everything off in the other room. So it was just they were watching the countdown, and one of the guys was standing up like this, and his buddy was kind of behind him with his finger on the light switch, but nobody's paying attention because he was watching the ball drop. So I was like 3, 2, 1, and they hit the light switch, and the TV went out, and the light went out, and it was completely dark. And he said everybody stood there for a minute, and they're like, "Oh no!" And that was, and then they turned it back on, and they're like, "Nah, man, we're just messing with you, dude." Can you imagine? They said, man, his jaw dropped to the floor. His eyes got that big. He said it was just an amazing experience.
I love it. A whole bunch of. Let's think back upon the story that we just heard. Just a quick recap. You've got a number of people whose profession it is to work at Circuit City. All of them fooled by a Y2K prank. Now, you got
this wasn't at Circuit City. This was at the power company.
Oh, that's right.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. This was at the local power company.
Okay.
But anyway, Gomez, thank you for
Scott.
co-hosting the show tonight with me. I appreciate it.
Well,
It was fun.
well,
It was
I did.
different.
Well, there was I had my own show there for a while.
Yeah, I know. I had to come back and take it over and rein things in.
Dodo. We got Dodo and a flag gun thing. Anyway, I don't know about that. I'm getting my keychain. I'm getting out of here.
Anyway, guys, this is Jay Scott.
This is the Gomez.
And we'll see you guys next week, okay?
Remember, no deals.
That can be your new one. No deals.
No deals.
Good night, guys. See you next week.